Good morning, everyone. Today is Tuesday, June 17th, which, if you catch it, Emma right now is heading to New York City. So Emma has a little 24-hour trip. I have a 24-hour trip with Victoria, which is gonna be on Friday. But today I am moving states and I am moving to Illinois. So kind of a big day. We have a U-Haul rented. We have all my stuff in the back seat. And we're gonna try to get some more stuff in the U-Haul before we head out so we don't have to make 2 trips. But it's now about 9 a.m. and so Emma is gonna be going through security right now, in case you care. Meanwhile, I'm gonna go to my grandpa's house, maybe get a matcha, and try to fit some more stuff in to the U-Haul. So.
It's not that far from here, right? Where you live?
You got a boat? Okay.
I'm just kidding. Here's what Illinois looks like. Not much different than Iowa.
Hey everyone. So a little bit of an update. It is now 6:25. My parents and my grandparents just left. And so now I just have, let me just show you what I'm kind of rocking with. I'll give you a little view. So, a lot of things. So I guess one thing that I wanted to kind of like touch on about moving is sometimes I forget how scary it can be. Like, especially it's at that point where your family is done and like with the moving portion, so it's actually like you're just sitting at your home and you're like, oh, like this is my place now. It's just a really weird, very odd feeling. But I have a lot of work to do. It was like 95 degrees today while we were moving, so I am sweaty, I am gross, but I still have a lot of things that need to be done. So I'm hoping to go to the store, get some food. Then I want to get some essentials like cleaning stuff. But the hard thing is I want to get food, but then I also want to like be able to go to Walmart and like get some stuff. But actually, I need to think about time. It's 6:30 and like an Aldi usually closes at like 7 or 8. So maybe I should do that first, come back, and then later get some like cleaning supplies and stuff. That is maybe what I will do. So let's maybe take a nap and then head out. Unboxing haul. I got a new rug. Trying to be quiet because it's later. Okay, second attempt. I'm in my loft. That rug, too big. So we're gonna try, because look at all this space. We got a lot of space. Take 2. Okay, so kind of ignore this because I think I'm gonna switch up my bed colors anyway. But this is her in this space. I think I like it, but I need to change this to match this. And then I'll be satisfied. Okay, so here's one potential living room setup. I don't know if I'm obsessed with it or the spacing. Can't be sure, but I also need some more space for my table. So I might have to move this back over here, move the table up, chair somewhere else. TBD. Let me show you the other rooms that we're working with. So this one is This one is definitely a blank canvas. So I have a lot of like my winter clothes packed away, other things I don't need right away, but I have some storage underneath the staircase, which is nice. I think I'm gonna put my desk here. I don't really know. I think I need another rug for sure. But I also have I also have a big mirror coming. So I don't know like where I want to put that because I thought maybe I'd put it in the living room. Hey, where are you gonna do that? But let's think another way. When you go up the stairs, I've got a lot cooking in here, a lot of storage space, which is great. A bed, but I still need a box spring, excuse me, so I can't use it yet, so I'll be on the couch tonight. The rug here because it won't really fit anywhere else, so. But then I've got a lot of like extra space here and this little like fun area in the corner, which I think I want to do like some morning meditation or something like tarot stuff over here, which is why I put, you know, like my little fun stuff on it, my yoga mat. I don't know. And then my bathroom, which is like a half bathroom. So I don't know. I feel like a lot of this is like, I love this part of it, like actually getting to rearrange and like figure out what works. But it's also frustrating because some of these ideas in my head, I'm putting that rug in the living room, but it doesn't fit. So small things like that where I have to like reevaluate, kind of stressful, but for day one, I think this is good. I think we're in a good spot. Might put my mirror back over here where my book bag is, just so there's a little more like volume there because it's kind of like not a lot going on right now, but we'll see. So all right, anyway, I'm going to bed. It's now 10:30, so actually not even as late as I thought. I've never lived fully by myself before, so this is kind of like interesting. I don't know, because I'll like hear something and I'm like, what was that? Because you know, like sometimes like I've lived with so many roommates and lately I'll just be like, oh, that'd be Victoria. Now like seriously, who is that? But I also still have neighbors, so like duh. But yeah, it's just something different. I'm excited to put stuff on the walls tomorrow. That's gonna be a tomorrow problem. I can't worry about that tonight. So that's where we're at. I will see you in the morning. Good morning. So it is now 7:50. I'm gonna go on a run so I can kind of like get a lay of the land and like kind of know more about the town that I'm in. And I'm trying to like get better habits right from the jump. I'm trying to wake up a little bit earlier, take some time in the morning to do something that's good for me, a little bit of movement. So I'm hoping that this transition helps me to solidify some of those habits. Because not that I didn't have them, but I wasn't as consistent with them. But I do want to show you like what this looks like in the morning, because even though it's a little bit of a dreary day, it's super cute. Like, I don't know, not that there's anything, I don't know. I just think it's so nice that there's a lot of like natural light. Yeah. And when it's sunny, like that's gonna be really lovely. Okay. So now it's about 9:30. I made a little cup of coffee and I have to call a bunch of places. I have to call my electric to get that set up. And then I have to call something about renter's insurance and then something else. For my internet, because I'm on 5G right now. So I'm gonna call those 3 things this morning and hopefully that's just taken care of and I don't have to worry about it anymore. Also, I got something in the mail that I can get the Chicago Tribune for $17.76, how patriotic, for a full year where they deliver it twice a week to my home. And if you know me, I did have a little kick where I wanted to have a newspaper, like a daily newspaper. I didn't because it was too expensive, but this would be kind of fun. So I'm gonna hopefully also call them and get that set up because that would be delicious. But that is what I'm doing this morning. Okay, so update, my internet, I got that. I just have to pick it up in the town over in like 2 hours. And then I got my electric bill figured out. And another thing, I have to get my renter's insurance. I still have to do that. But I went to one of the little shops on the main street, and it's a French cafe, but I got some raspberry heart tarts, and I got a mango green tea with peach as well. Very good. I think this is gonna be so exciting. Oh my God, new chapter, new era. But now I'm gonna go to the dollar store and hopefully buy some things that I just like don't have, like knives and cutting boards. Maybe a dustpan would be delicious. So I'm gonna do that stuff, and then I'm gonna go and get some food because I have like no food in my apartment, and I'm hoping to get a box spring today, a mattress and a box spring. Fingers crossed. So that's what's on the plan now. Hey guys, I'm back home. The funny thing is, I bought so much stuff. I bought like $50 worth of stuff from the dollar store that are just like home essentials and stuff, and then I bought a lot in groceries just because I don't really have anything. And I bought a cart from Walmart because I'm like, oh my God, that will make everything such a breeze. Yeah, so you have to assemble that. And I was trying to do it in the Walmart parking lot. Couldn't make heads or tails of it. So awesome. So I have half my stuff in the car. Half my stuff though, like actually the stuff that needs to be up here, like refrigerated and stuff, is here. So in that way we're good. So now we're just gonna put away some food and go back down for the rest. Holy haul, I got some eggs, some cereal, some bread, some peppers. I'm gonna try to cut those up and see what that's all about. Some Diet Coke. This is my nope, this is different. This is the salami I'm gonna try to have for some of my lunches. Yogurt. Some green apples. This is the fruit I use for my smoothies in the morning, along with some spinach. I just throw it in there, I can't even taste it. Then I was feeling crazy and I got some pickles, some yogurt and cottage cheese. And then also, Emma told me to get some everything bagel seasoning for cottage cheese because she said it was really good. I'm gonna try it. Then some just like essential things like vegetable oil and olive oil cooking spray, milk, some cheese cubes to snack on, these chopped salad kits. These are actually really good. Some frozen veggies. Okay, this is my favorite type of granola. It's coconut cacao. It's from Aldi. It's really good. I love it. I swear by it. Then for more meal stuff, like this is the Never Ending apple maple chicken breast sausage. They're pretty good. I eat them with these baby carrots. I throw that in for my lunch. Chocolate chips and protein pancakes. Oh, and some blueberries too. They were on sale. I think that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna put those all away. Maybe relax for a second, and then I gotta go get my internet. I'm picking it up. Yeah. You guys, I kind of went ham on my lunch. I haven't really had a full meal in about 24 hours. So I kind of just did a little everything, but wow, isn't that kind of aesthetically pleasing? I'm kind of obsessed with her. Yeah. So I'm back on the grind. And now I'm gonna try to get some renter's insurance. Well guys, it's now almost 5 o'clock and I am starting to run out of steam because I'm looking for a box spring. Haven't been able to find one all day that's like in my price range. And yeah, so I'm just like really stressed out because I also still need like a shower curtain, the one I bought. Hey, that broke instantaneously while I was trying to put it up. So that's pretty sick. But I only paid $1.25, so I can't even be mad. But I'm just like so tired of
moving, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know. I mean, that sounds like really like, but it's just so expensive to move. I mean, like, oh my God, like getting everything switched over, especially to a new state, it's difficult. I won't lie. Like, I'm grateful I'm able to do it, but it's gonna hurt long term. Anyway.
Okay, guys, we're back at the apartment. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay, we're back at the apartment. I just had like a little bit of a moment where I was like, moving is tough. Like, it really is kind of scary. Like, I mentioned that yesterday too. Like, I kind of always forget how it's this really big transition. And especially now, it kind of feels like I'm not in school anymore. And so it doesn't feel as like this interim, you know, like it actually starts to feel like, okay, I'm like living an adult life, like I'm working a full-time job, like have my own apartment. Not that you're not an adult if you don't have those things, but I think for me, it's like I've always kind of been able to hide behind that like school persona, or like, well, I'm in school, I'm doing this, you know, with my undergrad or my graduate degree. And now this is the first time that I've actually, like, I'm being asked questions of like, okay, what do you want to do for your policy coverage? Hey, I don't know. And it's weird too, because I'm like, I either want to ask my mom or like ask my friend, but it's just me here. And so I think that's kind of challenging too, is like being like, okay, I actually have to figure this out because like no one else is here but me. And there's like a freedom in that, but there's also like a loneliness in it. And so I think I'm trying to get used to that, whatever that looks like. But I went to Xfinity, which took forever. Sorry, Xfinity. But I'm gonna try to set my Wi-Fi up tonight. Went back to Walmart, got some things that I like just didn't realize that I would need, like an apple cutter. Like I broke mine a while ago and I've been using my roommate Victoria's. And so, or like a meat smasher, like didn't have that. That was Victoria's. Like all these things that I've just been like, meh, you know, now it's like, okay, I have to like have all those things. I can't just borrow something, which is like a privilege, but yeah. So it's a lot, and life is just so expensive. It's really shocking. I've been trying to get a bed frame. I went to like 3 different places today, and they were all either like super expensive or they just didn't have what I needed. So that's awesome. So another night on this baby. Yeah, so I've made a lot of calls today. I went in person to change some things over, policies, blah, blah, blah. It's also hard when you're moving states. That makes it more difficult. And I should have anticipated that, but I didn't. But anyway, so I'm going to set the Wi-Fi up. I'm going to try to maybe put some posters up because tomorrow Victoria's coming over, because on Friday we're going to New York to see Sunset Boulevard and Cabaret. So watch out for that vlog. But anyway, so I'm eating a little bit of just breakfast for dinner. I don't have a lot of energy, so I'm honoring that. And another thing I don't have, little cups. Shout out Victoria. She had lovely cups, little pink cups. I miss it. But anyway, so I'm using this little teacup for some fruit. And then I'm having some cereal, followed by a Diet Coke. We love it. We love to see it. Okay. Let's hope this Wi-Fi is not too difficult to set up. The guy said it wasn't. So I'm just a girl. Wi-Fi up. And I've started putting up some posters. Okay, the Wi-Fi is ready. And welcome back to another segment of things Maddie has actually never done before, which is putting up a shower curtain. Yeah, so I realized I've never done that because I've only lived in like dorms or places that like had them already like provided. Like, you know, this is crazy work, I'm telling you. Like, the human experience is so expensive. And yeah, I've really come to terms with that today. Like, wow, like it requires so much setup just to be alive. You know what I mean? It's crazy. But hopefully this works. And it looks good because it was the cheapest thing I could find. So we'll see.
This doesn't really match, but it could be worse. But I also have my green ones. I just don't know where they're at. My green towel set. But this is so cute. Okay, yes. We did it. It's now treat yourself time. I'm gonna have some Neapolitan ice cream. I'm gonna put some of my granola in it and my chocolate chips, which are really yum, 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 yum. Delicious combo. Oh, and before I forget, one of the things that I wanted to be better about when I moved into this new apartment was like putting things that have been previously in plastic into like my glass mason jars, like my produce and my, you know, my berries and such. So I like actually cut those up and I feel better. Isn't that so cutie? Yeah, I think so. Slide it. Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah. What if I told you it was August 3rd? So I've been sitting on this vlog for a while, sorry. But, so it's been like a month since I last updated on the moving vlog. But you know what, that's okay, because also, do you like the John M. Chu lighting? That's for my sister. I thought, so since it's been kind of a hot second since I updated this vlog, this would be a good moment to show what about a little over a month looks like for the space. Now I've transformed it and all that. It's not fully done by any means, but I'm definitely happy and it's definitely feeling like lived in and more like me. So I will now show you what we are working with about a month and a half later. For the main entrance, I've kind of added this little coffee cart, which I really love. And then I know there's no place to put this and it makes me mad, but I have, you know, my stars over top of it. And I have my two fellas, my croissant and latte. This is where I put all my cups and all my matcha stuff and my latte stuff, yada, yada. And then for my kitchen, it's pretty bare, to be honest, but I'm still like, as you can see, like not everything has been put away and that's totally on me. But yeah, so I've decided, you know, like putting my cereal up here and blah, blah, blah. But it is a lot, it's very white. So I would like to maybe work on that. But as for the actual living room, I'm very happy with it so far. I added some little greenery behind the TV, which is lovely. I have, you know, more of my pillows and things out here. My newspapers, which I've started getting, my 1776 Chicago Tribune subscription. And I added some plants and yeah, and some posters. And it's just starting to really feel like very homey and I'm very happy with it. And then as I'm walking up my stairs, or if I would usually go down them, like I like to have my mood boards right here because I wasn't sure where to put them, but I was like, where will I see them every single day? And here they are, so that's kind of fun. Now we're upstairs, so I will show you kind of how I've changed things around. So like I showed, we eventually did get the bed and everything up. It took about 3 weeks to fully get that, so I was 3 weeks just on a mattress right here, which was awesome. But yeah, so I still wouldn't mind getting like maybe a new comforter, especially something that's a little bit heavier for the winter. But even so, I have a huge closet and I might actually kind of do a collage. Also, sorry, my fun pants are drying. But then obviously the love of my life, this rug, but I don't know, the space just feels very open. It feels very me and I don't know. Then here's also the mirror that I got and I love the placement of it. I think it's super fun, super chic. And I've added some of my posters along the wall and I really like that. Also, my dad found this for me, which is my childhood Raja, which is from the movie Aladdin. And he was like, since you have a rug that's like tigers, it's literally perfect. And I said, you're so right. So he lives up here now. And then over here, like I put another poster, obviously, as I mentioned, my little mood boards. And then this space, I don't know. I still don't really know how to fully use it correctly. Like I have to find a very intentional way to use the space and I'm still kind of figuring that out. But then I've put my bookshelf over here. Not all my books are in it. Some of them are still downstairs in that extra room, which I have still done about nothing with. So here's another angle. This is me on the steps. I just love the design of this place. I think it's just gorgeous. I'm obsessed, and I like the idea of being able to kind of, as time goes on, make it more so, like, I don't know, more homey, more comfortable. I don't know, but it's really, I feel like we're off to a good start, and I love it. As a bonus, just to be super honest, like, yeah, I did get my desk in and everything. My bike is now here as well. My problem is I have not found super great use of this room yet. So that's still kind of something that I'm working on, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. But overall, that's kind of where I'm at. Thank you guys for being patient with me. And by you guys, I do mean my sister. I'm so sorry. She wanted this out weeks ago. But I've been busy. I've been starting a new job and working out new things and yada yada. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.